as a community, when I'm talking about the community, I'm talking about South Africa as
no energy there. I will sit down and say something. Yeah.
The fear of change is also involved. That is a hunger. I think you are. And then come to think, we are in a relationship now.
At first you'll be in.
Don't text your crush. It's a scam.
You will regret.
You will regret.
That crush of yours.
Cheese in the making.
Oh yes.
How have you been, bro?
Fantastic and hungry.
Fantastic and hungry.
Yes.
For food.
Obvious, for food. What other hunger would I have, Jack?
I don't know.
Which hunger do you have, Kanwe?
I currently have, I don't know if it's thirst or hunger now.
Thirst for
intimacy.
Yo. Intimacy,
bro.
Intimacy with love.
Yeah, like something that I'll say it's alive, of course, because you can have like intimacy. I mean to say not intimacy. you can copulate actually.
Yeah.
With anyone, but you won't get that intimacy from anyone. That's where I think maybe energies are matching, where I experience something very deep that I don't always experience. There is that one person who satisfies me. Like maybe for a round I'm fine, for the all night, but like just a simple copulation, it will be like maybe 5. Trying to satisfy myself, you understand?
Yeah.
That's the kind of a thirst or hunger that I have lately. But no, I'm fine. I don't want any woman.
You're
in my side now.
You're not for sale.
Nah, I'm not for sale. So, how have you been? What were you busy with lately in your music or anything?
Music?
Yeah.
So far I've not been that much busy because I was playing somewhere, a conference.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think I went live on the day the conference ended with my two brothers. Those I sing with at church. At some point I play for them on their videos. And, if you were to check them on YouTube, you'll find them. I've been playing for them.
I've been talking with one of the brothers.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have an episode together, I think, based on his mechanical. Is it mechanical? Is it
mechanical? I think also civic
and civil engineering.
Yeah.
Yes. And also we'll talk about his music genre, because those are hymns, ne?
Yeah. To feed.
Yeah, like it's kind of a rare thing, mostly from our youth.
Yeah.
Understand? I don't even know one song of it, and the car Mukutsuru, but I know the latter vision.
I think you also do Kukotisa Malama. That one. It's also a high.
Yeah. I also know that one.
Yeah.
No, okay.
So I have not been that much busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, so welcome people. Welcome to the Lazy Room. As I think we told them last time that they'll see you more often. Yeah.
Oh yes.
It's someone that I'll be having a conversation with for quite some time lately. At a certain point we'll argue. I don't know if you're up for it or not. For debates, like I love debates at a certain point. And then we'll be together in most things. Some point maybe we'll be presenting and stuff. So today we just decided to have this conversation after I've gathered him in a short notice, and as well as the team. Shout out. Hey, Segumile. Shout out to the team. So yeah, it's episode 14, of course.
It's 14, eh?
Yeah, we I think it's because we had a conversation, or we planned about doing weekly episodes, and then before we could publish the episode that we have with the guest, of course, for it, Lou she'll be the first woman to be a guest on episode 15, I think. Yeah, so just to prepare that our audience and everyone could actually be prepared, that we are going for weekly episodes, we are going for countless topics, we are going for various kinds of guests, of course.
Yeah.
You have anyone in mind right now that we never spoke about?
Nah.
And I come to
have
think,
anyone in mind.
I've never asked you about who could we bring.
We can bring bullets.
Just to discuss how does it feels to be in the lazy room and behind the camera.
Yeah. Bullets.
Yeah.
Soccer player, right?
Yeah, he's a soccer player. Come mtlangela mani.
Come KFC.
KFC. Yeah. I've been speaking with their senior. I don't know if it's their senior coach, Jig. Yeah. So we're preparing something. I don't like soccer. Actually, I don't watch soccer.
I don't watch. I also hate soccer. The only soccer I will watch, it must be live.
Yeah, like
so awkward watching soccer on TV.
Bro, like
I feel like they are crazy.
And they say we are crazy, those who don't watch soccer. And I know, like, one of my one of my seniors likes to say that every man has to watch soccer.
Nah, soccer. Nah.
So yeah, shout out to KFC, shout out to Mumbulet. Yeah, so let us not waste much of a time, bro.
Yeah.
I had something in mind earlier on. I don't know where I should begin this, but are you aware that in the times that we are in now, we are experiencing this kind of a thing? It's said to be a new thing, or kind of a new norm, but I don't believe it's a new norm. It's something that has always been there, but looking at the circumstances back then and now, that is why it differs, which is the behavior behind our adolescent stage, the youth stage.
Yeah.
We are interested in a lot of things for now, and we do practice a lot of things for now as the youth.
Yeah.
Simply because there are a lot of things to do. And like those people who are old to us, they like to compare us with them, like the youth of yesterday, which is then is very different to the youth of now. But at a certain point, I feel like it's one and the same thing. Now we are exposed to a lot of things. They were not exposed to a lot of things, one way or another. If we are exposed to a lot of things, it means we will practice a lot of things, or we will do a lot of things. I don't know. I want us to actually look at that kind of a thing. What do you think now?
No, you know, the way things are now from those who came before us. Now, I don't think they feel so comfortable being below us.
Okay.
Because somehow, now from the way I see it, I feel like maybe they undermine us because of being young, or because they came first before us.
Yeah, like because they assume of they know better
Yeah.
than us, because they had this long experience about like having a lot of ages
Yeah.
living in here.
And not knowing that the youth of today, they are more advanced and they are more exposed to a lot of things, a lot of information. Like, it's not easy for someone who is old these days to just sit and do research. Like, there is no energy there. I will sit down and research something
About a certain thing.
yeah, unlike the youth of today. So the youth of today, they are more advanced and they have the energy, like they have that hunger to know.
And the resources as well. While you're on that, before you skip, back then, if you had to do research, you had to go to a library.
Yeah, or internet cafe.
Internet cafe, which you only get in town.
Which is cost in that man.
You imagine?
Yeah.
So now I have an internet cafe with me.
Yeah.
I have a phone with me.
Yeah.
I have everything with me. So it's easy for me to know everything that I need to know without putting a lot of effort, unlike them.
Yeah.
That's the point that I was trying to make there.
And that's why they are not used to cell phones like us, because they spend less time on cell phones. Then we spend more time on cell
phones and computers.
Yeah.
And everything. So is that looking at what we are having now and what they didn't have and now they have.
Yeah.
They say that it's more like it leads, I don't want to use the belief things, Yakuri, it leads to the end of the world.
Yeah.
But at some point, like leading us to the worst of all. We are going to the worst times, as like nothing will ever be easy for any of us because of what we are exposed to on a daily basis, because of what we do on a daily basis. And according to how I see it and I understand it, as Lord Warant, of course. Yeah, so is that the fear of change is also involved at a certain point. We find it difficult as people, not as them as old people or as us, the youth, to adapt or to actually yes, to adapt into change. You understand?
Yeah.
We find it difficult that we assume first of the negative part of change than the positive part of change, and then we lose interest in the positive part of change.
And focus more on the negative.
That is why you see everything that is being implemented, it is forced into us. I don't want to speak a lot about what has been forced into us for the past 2 to 3 years. But we were introduced to a certain world.
Yeah.
We were introduced to a certain norm, which was enforced to us to an extent that soldiers were involved.
Yeah.
You understand?
Totally.
It is because we are afraid of change, and having to realize that the power of unity, if as a community, when I'm talking about a community, I'm talking about South Africa as a whole.
Yeah.
If we were to go against something that is being said on a literal note, we would win. But if we were threatened and pushed into something else, which is change, actually, I don't blame anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to blame anyone. I'm just trying to elucidate around actually the fear of change and how the system actually almost in the whole universe works in order to force change into people so that we can carry on and move on and get introduced to new things and explore and advance, as you have said that we have advanced. Looking back at 10 decades back, you ought to understand that the things that we have today after 10 years, they are very, 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 very different things, and they are things that you would say it's a short time for those things to be manifested, but anyway it has manifested. Now we are sitting here, everyone is talking about AI, something that I was just introduced some few months back. But tracing it, you will find out that AI, or this idea, or this artificial intelligence, it's something that we always had.
Yeah.
You understand? But through development, we just reach a certain criteria now that we say now, I think we have overlapped, or we have crossed the limit of advancing as human beings. Because some people see a threat to this AI system, and some people see the future. Just like me.
Yeah.
When I look at AI, I'm seeing the future, because I understand that everything actually that we are introduced to, or that is change, actually has the positive side, and we will always have the negative side. Everything is scam. You can be scammed everywhere. So that's the thing, like we are being forced into change because of fear of change. So as the difference between old people and us, the young ones, the fresh ones.
Not all of them are fresh, my brother. Not all of them are fresh.
We also have to define what do we mean by the fresh ones. Because I'm literally fresh in the mind only.
Oh, in the body you are not fresh.
Oh, bro, I went through a lot, bro.
Yo.
There are a lot of deeds.
Dangerous deeds.
Worst deeds, bro, that I cannot guarantee my freshness. You understand?
Now I guarantee my freshness.
You guarantee?
For sure.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. You must guarantee your freshness in all sides. We are talking about all sides, in all departments of your life.
Yeah.
Your freshness.
Even Bumbulex is fresh.
Oh yeah.
From tip to toe. I'm also fresh from tip almost to toe.
Yeah.
I'm a subscribed user to certain topic for another day. So as to us, we are actually moving with time.
Yeah.
We are easy to understand new things. We find it easy to understand new things. You understand?
Yeah.
But where are we going when a certain number of people, and mind you, it's not only old people, like they are youth, actually they are fresh people. You understand?
Like fresh people
who also behave like old people, always against or trying to bring a stigma around everything that is new and
they're against change.
Against change.
Yeah, they are not evolving. They don't want to evolve.
The enemies of progress.
Yeah.
You understand?
One way or another, they gotta evolve.
I love the word.
We evolved.
I love the word evolving.
Yeah.
You understand? Because you see now we are in the new studio at some point. We were in different studios, and shout out, this is our first time shooting at the Lazy Room Street.
Yeah. We are in the house.
We are in the house.
The room.
We did not mobilize. We did not go out. We are in the house, and from our episodes, it's the second, if not the third, that we shot in the Lazy Room. It was the big table by then.
Yeah.
But for our video experience, this is our first time shooting in the house. And then, because even the next episodes, I think, are not on the Lazy Room, but they are the Lazy Room.
Yeah.
On a certain spot. Shout out to the Lazy Room.
Yeah.
Shout out. Konje, where were we?
Evolving.
Yes. Like you see, as a podcast now, we have evolved from the big table to the lazy room.
And we have evolved from the audio to video.
I love the language, bro. And we have evolved from the poor quality of sound
to the highest quality of sound,
bro. Shout out. Evolving from one media platform, we started with Spotify, and now we have
YouTube, man.
YouTube. It was 2 months after.
It was 2 months after.
Yes. It was Spotify.
What about Anchor?
Anchor for Spotify, like Anchor is Anchor is a product via Spotify.
Yeah.
And then it is Spotify for podcasters. Now it is Spotify for podcasters. By then it was Anchor.
Yeah.
And then, but it's one and the same thing too. If you listen to Spotify, the stats goes to Anchor. If you listen to Anchor, the stats goes to Anchor.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Then after 2 months, we went to YouTube.
Yeah.
And before we went to YouTube, I think we did 3 to 4 platforms.
Which platforms were they?
Pocket Cast. We started with Google Podcast.
Yeah.
And then Pocket Cast. Then we did Stitcher. I don't remember on their order.
Yeah.
But it was still few, and then we went to YouTube. And then from YouTube, after our YouTube channel, that's when we went to like Pocket Cast, like Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and Podpage, and Afropod. You will count, people. You will count. But we evolved from Spotify to at least more than 5 media platforms.
Yeah.
And we are still there. You can check us out and follow us and subscribe. We will keep on evolving.
Yeah.
And then we will also evolve from this is not a poor quality video, people. This is a good quality for now, because if we show you what Mbumbule showed us the first day, so evolving is something that takes time, first thing, and requires like understanding at a certain point. It's load shedding.
Yeah, we were forced into load shedding.
We were forced because we are introduced to a new norm. We are forced to a certain change, which they didn't want to bring it like forth. We cannot say which change, just in case. We are not that very famous that someone can sue us, but just for safety, we cannot say much.
Yeah.
But I think we are forced into something else to change.
Yeah.
We are evolving. If they win, they will win, and if they lose, they will lose. But we are moving to a certain paradigm.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, that evolving or change takes time.
Yeah.
As in, you cannot just get to something and be familiar with it. You need to adapt, like the new norms. You remember when we were told that no one should go out of their crib?
Yeah, especially at night.
Bro, like to me, you understand, like I always come back home around 10.
At night?
Now. Yes.
And back then you were not allowed.
I was not allowed to. Luckily enough, this is a village, bro. You cannot see soldiers like touring. We are not that important.
Yeah. We are important, just not that
to them
important.
To them, we are important, very, very highly important, but to them we are not important. That is why even when you call the police, they come after 3 hours.
You'll be dead by then.
You'll be dead. And I saw one of the TikTokers making jokes about them, that they ask you if the thugs are still there, and if you say yes, they hang up. And if you say no, yeah. So like change, bro, is something else that we don't get used to at first. That is why at some point it must be forced to us. And then when I check this, I also understand that even in our common life, like how we live, how we engage and how we interact with anyone.
Yeah.
You must force yourself into change. You see how addicts suffer from leaving behind whatever that they are addicted to.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So like you have to build yourself. You see the struggle that we have to go through when we have to leave women behind.
Yo.
When you have to forget about that someone that you love.
It's very, very hard.
That change, bro.
Easy.
It's not easy. You understand? Because now we are used to do certain things with someone.
Yeah.
You understand? You bro, like you can even smell their their presence even when they are not there. You understand?
Yeah.
It's very hard to come out of that. Look at this experience, bro. When you are out of that experience, you are already now fine. Again, it's very hard to adapt to someone who will bring that kind of an experience. There are a lot of questions, there are a lot of doubts. Will I not experience the same thing that I have experienced? You had too much. You find it hard to believe that this new person or this new someone will bring the same experience or will bring more than what I experienced. And even if they bring more in what I have experienced, what if they leave me hanging again?
At first you'll be in denial.
You understand?
At first you'll be in denial, but somehow you will get used to it, and you'll find that they bring new experiences that are better than the ones that you left behind. But one way or another, you gotta adapt to change. Sometimes change is good.
So it's personal, this one. Let me skip it. I wanted to ask something else, but then it's none of anyone's business.
Yeah.
What is your thought upon this kind of an experience? Because I believe that we experience that kind of a thing after we don't conclude, but somehow we have this hope that this is someone that I am with, or I'm going to be with for at least the rest of my life. And then it turns out that they are not. Looking at the qualities that made you think this could be someone that you could forever be with, it's something else, because the reason now you are separating with them is that they are now contrary to the qualities that you had that made you conclude or think this is someone that I'm going to be with. You understand? Like I'm trying to understand my whole life what's happening there. Like, where do those qualities go?
Where do they go?
Yeah.
Where do they go, Bubulex?
This one needs a dictionary. It needs Lord Warant. But as much as I think for now,
yeah,
I think as much as it's not, as much as you are not the problem,
yeah,
it's them. They are experiencing change. Not change of feelings,
yeah,
but a change of experience. Because I don't believe you can leave someone because of trying to look for a better partner in which you don't, or you already don't have a candidate that is ready to substitute. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, it's this thing, Yakuri. I know Smile. I've been with Smile for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
He's used to you. She's used to you. And then here comes the Lord Warant.
I've just seen him.
Yeah, like just see him. I don't greet ladies like anyone else.
Yeah.
I make them laugh first before I greet them. And she laughs and she's experiencing something new.
Yeah.
She loses the drift. When she's at home, she's bored. but she cannot understand why. I'm not trying to say Kuri in that moment but I'm trying to say that the experience which she's having outside.
Yeah, it's always like that.
It's always like that. Because I wanted to say everything can be fixed.
Because there are phases into these things. There are phases. Yeah. More like, all those kinds. Yeah, the honeymoon phases, all those kinds of.
Yeah, like
There will be a point where you feel like, and all because you are used to that person. Then comes someone new, brings something new. Then,
you see, so I think what's the reason behind actually don't get used to love. I fail to understand. I agree to disagree. Like, I've never agreed on getting used to love someone.
Not getting used to love someone, probably the activities.
I think maybe we are skipping a part. We're skipping a part that the interest that on that new phase or the first phase, it is the joy, the feeling of joy, where like everything is fine. You are not actually fine in the mind. You are in love.
You are madly in love.
You are madly in love.
No longer thinking straight.
You are no longer like a rational person. Everything that you see in the person that you are looking, it's love. You understand? You don't learn them. You learn how you feel.
Yeah.
And then when that phase passes, because come to think, when we spend more time talking because we are now in love, even when we talk about changes.
Yeah.
Now we are in love. We are trying to build. We've been talking for at least for whatever time that we've been talking.
Yeah.
You've been a good hand. You've been a hand that I think you are.
Eish.
And then come to think, we are in a relationship now. We are talking about serious things here. In a way that I'm talking about my budget, of course. Actually, I'm with someone that I'm seeing a future.
Yeah.
Now I discuss my finance with and the hand just say, okay, nakutu.
Yeah.
Then when I'm done, I say, baby, musuru no 4K, kumbo no 5K, kumbo no 10K. No grandma so in the swing. Mara, the past conversation, I thought we were discussing the budget.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, that's one of a thing that we don't actually get to experience, or it turns off that feeling in just a blink of an eye. Now you get to realize the reality behind the fantasies of being in love with how she speaks, how she responds to you, how she's there for you. Like, like, bro, like, there's a lot of things complicated, because even speaking about how she's been there for you, we're talking about someone you like now, someone you are fine with a simple text of how are you. You don't have to speak a lot. And now that you are in a relationship, that how are you is an opening for you to actually talk what's actually troubling you. Only to find out that there is no input, there is no courage. You understand? Oh, is that time, ne? Ish, fuck. This is not an uncensored episode, ne? But we'll see it. We'll see it. I think I'll do it after 7. It's for 2 hours tonight, ne?
It's 2 hours.
I'll do it after 7. I'll do it. No, it's not fine. Leave everything. Leave everything. Just look for a power bank there for the lights. just in case. Yeah, for the night, and then you'll do everything when electricity bounce after the next 15 minutes maybe. So we were still there that the experience which you are having now is different, because now it has escalated, or it is in a certain point where you communicate the depth of everything that you used to communicate before you agreed to be in a relationship with that person.
Yeah.
Now when you go deep, you find out that you left them bro, like a mile away. Like they don't understand anything that you are trying to bring. All they say is, it's gonna be fine.
It's never gonna be fine.
Nothing. What's going to be fine? What's going to be fine there?
Changes your mind, everything, the way you look at them.
You understand?
Everything, literally everything.
Everything, bro. Like even at their text annoys you.
Even that feeling that you were starting to develop, just die in an instant, like kaboom.
I go back to intimacy.
Yeah.
Lately, did I know that we'll arrive at this point? Intimacy, bro, is something. You have your dictionary on your phone. You have it in your phone. Mumbles, give me my dictionary. Where? Somewhere there. Give me that one on top there. Intimacy, bro, like this is yours and I needed mine. It's fine. Intimacy, bro, it's something that we experience even before copulation.
Yeah.
Like if the conversation is not intimate, there's nothing fruitful. And the reason why it feels like the reason why it feels like there is intimacy while you are first communicating, it is because of the affection that you have, bro. I keep on saying that you cannot love anyone without first loving yourself. Everything that you feel over someone, it's something which you first gave to yourself.
Yeah.
Now that you like them, you gave yourself an idea of how to feel about them. There's nothing deep. Bruh, there's a popular phrase which says, don't text your crush. It's a scam.
You will regret.
You will regret.
That crush of yours. Yo. The worst.
Wait, we on intimacy, ne? Is N comes after
crushes.
Crushes, bro. I don't believe in such, like your crush being a soulmate.
Those ones should remain crushes.
Should remain crushes, nothing more or less. Just like the one that we always speak about, the one that cause
that one, man.
That one, she's so fine, bro. Like she's good for the eye. Good for the eye.
But I don't know if she's fruitful or.
You understand?
Yeah.
After S teams, I've been looking, bro. I'm embarrassing myself in front of the camera. Yes. Yes. Why am I not getting intimidatory? Okay. We are looking intimidate, intimacy. Having a close personal relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
Or is the state of having a close as a noun? A thing that a person says or does to somebody that they know very well. This number 3, this is formal or low. It's a sexual activity, especially an act of sexual intercourse. Let us look at intimate, having a close and a friendly relationship. I feel like, bro, put it on stop. You see, this one I only love the state of having a close personal relationship with someone. You see, intimacy before. How do you put this? It's MG. Remember your name.
That one is dead.
Intimacy before copulation.
Yeah.
Are you on what?
No, I was checking this one.
What does it say?
Therefore, there are also 4 types of intimacy:
Yes.
emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual.
Damn! Who's the source, bro? Psychocentral.com. Shout out to this website. Wow. Let me grab the phone. What are 4 types of intimacy and relationships? 4 types of intimacy are key.
A key.
4 types of intimacy are key: emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual. And I think copulation has to do a lot with actually all of them in copulation. Actually, even the very beginning,
Yeah.
we feel like we share a same energy. That's what intimacy is. If I like you and you like me, I'm not saying you.
Hey.
I'm referring to a woman, like the intimacy, a close relation. Like there is a certain understanding that you have upon someone, even before you talk with them or having to interact with them on anything.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have dedicated this episode to love affairs. I'm a love guru, by the way. This is Lord Warant. I think the intimacy before copulation, which is a close relation, the understanding which you have with someone before you interact with someone. Some says it's a love at first glance, at first sight.
Yeah.
You understand? You have intimacy. You understand? You connect with them emotionally. Emotionally, you have a certain
that feeling,
atmosphere, bro. You understand?
Yeah.
Like spiritually, it feels like you already know them.
Like it's been a while you've known them.
You understand? Like mentally, you have this peace, the ease. You understand?
Yeah.
Bro, I am imagining my crush right now.
Which crush, you, by the way? The one we're talking about yesterday, or the one that we're always talking?
No, that one is a potential wife. Not yet my GF, but a potential wife, that one. That one is a potential one. I think she's the first from the top 5, and she's the one from 1 to 5.
So there's a top 5?
Yeah, she's the only one from 1 to 5. You understand?
I thought there are a lot. There are 5.
No, she's the only one from 1 to 5. No, like I like the vibe.
Yeah.
I like how she communicates. I like how she's honest with herself before me.
She's everything.
You understand? Like,
yeah.
I don't like someone because of how they are to me.
Yeah.
I like someone because of how they are to them, how they understand themselves, how they treat themselves, how they respect themselves. You understand?
Yeah.
Your relationship with yourself, bro, has nothing to do with someone you live with.
Totally.
It's always personal.
Very personal.
You understand?
Yeah.
So if I get to someone who treats me better but treats themselves badly, it's a turn off to me. It's a turn off, bro. Just like those people like playing humble to me, like being that saying, hey, Papa, you. I mean to say, yo, babe. I mean to say, like playing, babe, can I do this and this and this for you? But around her mom, bro. Around her mom, like,
Bongo.
it's a turn off to me.
Hey.
It's a turn off, a really turn off. You cannot respect me and fail to respect your parents. You understand?
Children respect your parents.
Yeah, so like the intimacy is where you see the understanding. How long have you been going there? I mean here, in the camera. 44 minutes. Enough for this episode. We'll have more talkings. So by the way, we will continue about intimacy, but then I wanted to say that there is intimacy. Actually, there is a certain criteria, I'll say a recognition criteria, which you can say you are now fully aware of this love thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm a guru because I'm very sure. I'm not trying to be proud of or having pride.
Yes.
I'm very sure of what I'm doing, bro.
It's the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth. Mumbles, if you don't see us, if you don't see the best in you, who will see the best in you, bro? No one. You have to credit yourself before the world credits you.
Yeah.
I'm very sure in what I'm doing. I'm very certain in what I'm doing. My love affairs. I'm single now. Not because I'm afraid or...
Yeah.
But I'm having standards, principles, preferences.
There
is a lot involved before I can say, I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
You understand?
And you cannot just go for anyone.
Yeah, I can just go for anyone, bro. Even the one that I'm saying that it's a potential wife, there are various reasons why we are not together now.
Yeah.
You understand? We are at a phase where we have to understand what we are doing. Mind you, we were just talking about change, that like the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean to say the 80s. I mean the 90s. Yes.
Just those ones.
Those ones.
Yeah.
Like those old people. It is because they fear change because of lacking of understanding.
Yeah.
In what is happening. So even in whatever that you do, if you lack understanding, you are already lost even before you begin.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we will talk a lot, man. I'm still gonna have you. We are still gonna have a lot of guests. We are still going to talk about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Shout out to our subscribers, our viewers from all over the world. We're recognizing the audience from Ghana. Repeatedly, we had returning views from Ghana. I forgot the other country, but shout out. We are brothers, the brothers Kababi. I miss my brother, bro. I miss DJ, my cool.
Which one between the you has no that?
Yo, bro, we are not the brothers Kababi. We are the brothers Kadabras.
I thought maybe one of you doesn't have
No. We didn't went through the brothers Kababi things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he's coming back. We're gonna have him with us here.
Yeah.
So look out for more episodes, for new faces as our new guests. And as we have said that we actually did this episode to prepare you people and actually to let it known, to leave a footprint behind that we are having a competition, some sort of a giveaway.
Yeah.
We are giving away 50 rand a time weekly. Hey, Konje, you are the first winner.
I'm the first winner.
Why didn't you participate? These ones are the ones that they say they didn't see it, and I'm surprised how.
They saw it, they were ignorant.
Yeah, they were ignorant.
And
but then
I also forwarded them that thing. They haven't done it. And they'll be asking, how did you get it?
the next thing they bring a homework and say, we don't have that.
You see?
You see? We are not grooming such people.
Ish.
We are not grooming such people. But then I leave to you as they are your children. I'm not part of it. I think mine are doing better by the way. So there's a competition running on our Facebook page. Check it out on Facebook. It's a Facebook page, of course. It's on Facebook. The Lazy Room. You share our YouTube link. I don't know why people are not.
People are ignorant about the hashtag, man.
Man, are you shooting some selfies without me?
They're ignorant
about the hashtags, bro. Like I don't know why, but I think the reason we want them to use the hashtag is because our ghost sponsors wants to track, because I think we've let it known that the procedure that will be taken, it will just that people will be selected randomly. People will be selected randomly just to actually to win. And then in order to see how many people who participated, we are just going to click at the hashtag, and every post that has shared the link every post that you shared that has the hashtag will appear. But if you did not mention the page and not use the hashtag, we find it hard to trace those posts. And then on the other day or one day, you'll see that we are selective.
Selective.
We will look at who we want to give, and we are not just giving to whom we know or whom we like, but we put on the flashlight, bro. And we are giving it to anyone who participates, of course, and
who is also a subscriber.
I wanted to say so. And who is also following us on the Facebook page.
Yeah,
it's a 50 rand giveaway. This week's winner will be announced Sunday or Saturday. When was last one? Saturday
night.
Saturday night will be announced on our Facebook page. Saturday night could be a day after after publishing this episode.
Yeah, it's also a change.
Yeah.
Change.
Yeah. So what else am I leaving behind? We have already shared that we have AfriPods. This is where you'll only get African podcasts only.
Yeah.
There is no outside podcast outside of Africa. We are Africans gathered on one platform, afripods.com. Check out the Lazy Room, it's available there. It's Google Podcast, I'm counting now. Google Podcast, Pocket Cast, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Podpage. Did I count YouTube?
No.
YouTube, Spotify.
You didn't cover it.
Spotify. It's 7 media platforms.
Somewhere there.
Yes, I think.
Hopefully, you will write them.
Yeah, I learned to write them. I just wanted to memorize them. That is why I don't like to ruin myself putting some things and pretending to know everything. We are not editing. This is a podcast, a revolutionary thing. That is why you see the edits are just for editing. We don't cut into like action. Cut. This was bad. No.
It's not a movie. It's not a drama. It's not a story.
This is a revolutionary platform, man.
Yeah, real life.
Shout out to everyone. Shout out to our subscribers, our followers, our viewers all over the world. We are looking forward. Please, it has turned off, even though we are actually bouncing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're going to switch it on for the next few seconds. I don't want to look like, wow, what? Yeah, so switch on there. One thing that is left is that the next episode we are having our first guest as a woman.
Yeah.
Episode 15.
This one is 14, eh?
Yeah. Don't let everything complicate you. This one is 14. She can't wait. This one is 14. Episode 15 we are having a first woman. And then just to introduce some new faces. Smile here.
Smile.
It will always be here. You'll hear what he does on the Lazy Room podcast as time propels. But this one is an obvious thing that what we just did now.
Yeah.
It's an obvious thing because I did not bring you as a guest. We are having the Lazy Room. This is the Lazy Room.
Yeah.
So we are on on TikTok. Check us on TikTok. Do not forget. And for email, we are still using lordwarant@gmail.com. My WhatsApp numbers are displaying on the screen right now as I say so. Yeah, so shout out. We'll see each other on the next episode. This is your host, Lord Warant, and I'm packing my bags. Anything to say?
Nothing to say.
Yeah.